Hey, welcome back to Piece of Chaos. So it's been a crazy week, huh? I guess more than that, a little more than a week. Since this leaked Supreme Court document came out. And I don't know what to do. I mean, I have so much to say and also nothing new to say, and it's not well enough informed, and but I'm very frustrated, and I wish there was something more I could do. You know, on one hand, I am amazed at the precision with which it would seem people are trying to dismantle progress. But then I wonder, A, is there anything I could do or could have done? Or are we complicit in assuming everything was handled, that forward progress was something that would just stick around? I kind of did. You know? I felt like we were making progress. I was proud of progress in the world. I remember being excited about the future that my kids were going to inherit with progress, like, how exciting it was when Barack Obama was inaugurated, from my perspective. Progress. When the White House was lit up in the gay pride colors for marriage equality. Progress. But I don't know how much is actually... how much progress is there if it can be this easily dismantled? We need to remind ourselves that we're human beings that decided to write things down, and that all of a sudden makes them be things we have to follow. And in some cases, that makes a whole lot of sense. Because life is complicated, and issues are complicated, and require precedent, and require standards and practices and behaviors that because the spectrum of humans is just so vast. But man, it does strike me that it seems like those Supreme Court justices that were appointed, it seems like they lied to get approved, saying they wouldn't mess with established precedent. But I mean, I feel like they could argue their way out of that they weren't actually lying there. Making the statement that it is current precedent is one thing. I didn't look up their exact quotes, but this is all just wild to me. This is wild. Maybe because the biggest scandal that I had to deal with growing up, really, I mean, obviously there was a whole Gulf War in there. That was interesting, of course. But like the corruption kind of scandals and things that shook the foundations of what you thought was right. I don't think the Clinton thing, Monica Lewinsky thing, really counts. Like in the grand scheme of things, that doesn't seem that far out of bounds for what these people that get to these heights of government seem to be capable of. But the crazier one is, are we just being paranoid? Because The Handmaid's Tale seemed to describe so much of this, seemed to be so foreshadowing. Like, is that jumping to like crazy, oh, that'll never happen conclusions? Because, hey, Donald Trump was the president. Like, it's crazy that is real. It's crazy that that's real. And he might try to be president again. That's real. How crazy is that? I'm reading this book about how you should try to change your relationship with social media, basically. I'm not finished it yet, so I'm not ready to talk fully about it, but so far, so good. But it's very interesting because how much of life can you miss being caught up in things that you have no control over? Even the things that have me sort of upset this week around the abortion issue, and obviously the war in Ukraine is still an issue. But those things don't necessarily impact me directly. I mean, I have a daughter. I worry for her future. I worry about, well, just in general, that she is okay. You know, that I want her to be okay. I want her to have a good life. But mostly I'm just in awe of the progress dismantling, the dismantling of progress for what don't seem to be like really solid reasons. You know, I'm not saying human life isn't precious. I'm saying it's very odd to say you know something. Because how can you know you know? How can you know you're right on a issue like what other people are doing or choosing to do? And it's not a simple thing, childbirth, by any stretch. So I don't know. Maybe men should just not talk about it. That'd be better across the board in this situation, especially because you have men talking about what, you know, they believe women should do, and some of those men sit on the highest court in the land, and that is a problem. Like, it'd be good if they shut the fuck up about it too. They could have dismissed. They could have not taken the case. Then we wouldn't be in this mess. Very weird. Very weird. I want to help. I want there to be something that can be done. I don't know if it's communication. I don't know if it's education. I don't know what to do. I want to do the right thing and whatever I can, I guess. And maybe talking about it is what can be done right now. But I certainly don't know what else to do. But I certainly think talking about it would help. getting an understanding of what's going on would help. And I hope everybody's reasons are aligned. People need to do things for the right reasons. And I just don't get the sense that everybody is doing that. I don't get the sense that there's not a financial incentive when it comes to these super, I don't know, religious groups or whatever it is that is pushing this stuff this hard. Looking for some traditional values that they're espousing that just are just rooted in history and they're just on the wrong side of history. They're just on the wrong side of history, and it's going to be a rough ride here, and it's going to be it's going to get ugly, I think. And maybe that's what it has to do to snap us into action. So if there's any ideas about what I can do from here, if anything, happy to hear it. Yeah. Thank you for listening to the podcast. So deep in my heart, they're not all that you're really a part of me. They're not all upbeat. Yes, I've got you under my skin. I've tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair ain't never gonna go too well. But why should I try to resist when, baby, I know too well that I've got you under my skin. I'd sacrifice anything come what might for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice that rings in the nights, repeats and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you ain't never gonna win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop just before I begin. Yes, I've got you under my skin. Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. Love never made